Good morning, Cougars. Today is Tuesday, May 5th, 2020. Today is episode number 25 of your Safe Distance Cougar broadcast. Thanks for tuning in yesterday for May the 4th Be With You broadcast. Today is Revenge of the 5th, and happy Cinco de Mayo to all of you as well. Behind me today I have The Rise of Skywalker because it premiered yesterday on Disney+. So if that's one of the services you have, feel free to check that out. On Friday's broadcast, I found a new Indian restaurant called Bombay Blues in Chino Hills next to Fresh Donuts. That's fresh with 2 H's. And not necessarily new, just new to me. I got a chance to try it out Sunday night, and it was on par with most Indian restaurants that I go to. 2 entrees, naan, and rice came out to about $35, and it lasted for 3 meals. Indian food is pretty awesome, but there aren't many around. Peacock Gardens and Diamond Palace and Diamond Bar have been the standard for years, and I feel they're very similar in price and taste. You may have a different opinion. And Dilliwala over by AutoZone is more expensive from what I seem to order. All these places have food to go right now. I was excited at the premise of finding a fast food curry place, much like the Chinese takeout place next to Albertsons. And when I found Curry Up, I was really excited when that opened up last year, but it was not one that I would recommend. I probably should try it again. Of course, the best deal by far is Curry India Bistro that has $5 daily specials for lunch that you can take home for dinner. They come pre-seasoned, so if you don't want medium heat, then this might not be for you, but you can't beat the price, and the people working there are great. And of course, right next door is Pha Hana, which is the best spot in Diamond Bar for Vietnamese soup, and they sell boba there as well. If you go in there in the afternoon, you'll probably find former CCN anchor Peter Park there. If you have any restaurant recommendations for our Cougars in the Diamond Bar area, please send your review to the email below. Now here is Alec Wong with a segment about what he's been doing at home lately.
Good morning, Cougars. My name is Alec, and thank you for joining me on today's CCNN At Home broadcast. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Cougars. Of course, for me it's 4:13 p.m., but whichever time it is, hope you're having a good day, hope you're having a good week, hope you're staying healthy and socially distanced. And I have scoured the internet.
No, I didn't, but still, here are a couple tips that you can use to make your at-home learning experience 100 times better.
My first tip for you guys is to get more sleep. With school starting an hour later and literally being in the comfort of your own home, there's nothing stopping you from sleeping in a little bit and waking up just before your class starts. That's what I did, and it works really well. I've been getting about 9 to 10 hours of sleep a day, and I feel great. Also, you basically have all the free time in the world you want because you're not going to be going anywhere. So if you need to, just pop a nap or 2. It won't hurt. It'll only benefit you. Sleep definitely makes you feel a lot better. Trust me, I know. My second tip for you guys actually involves your eyes. You're going to be staring at your screen a lot in the next coming weeks due to the fact that, well, all of your classes are online. You're probably going to have Zoom meetings, and when it's your free time, you maybe want to check Instagram or Snapchat or watch a couple of YouTube videos. Well, this next tip is to turn on the blue light filter. Now, what is blue light and why is it important to filter out? Well, blue light is actually lights that come from screen, and the reason why they're so bad is that they can disrupt your sleep routines, and filtering out blue light can actually lead you to a better first tip, which is getting sleep. You can actually get better sleep if you filter out blue light. So, what you want to do is go to your settings on your Windows computer or Mac. I don't know if Mac has it, but my Windows computer definitely does. Turn on the blue light filter, and even do that on your phone. I know my iPhone has it and my Android, so it should be able to help you out with your sleep. It'll be really good for your eyes. Well, not really good, but still, it'll be definitely a lot better than just staring at your screen just like how it is now. Anyways, let's move on to my third tip. Okay, I know this might sound a little repetitive, but you have a lot of free time. I'm gonna say it now, so any time that I mention anything, you're gonna be like, but I don't have time. No, not really. You have all the time in the world. Just pick up a book and start reading. Like, I've read pretty much every single book in the house like twice at this point. I have a lot of time. I just don't know what to do. I haven't touched a lot of video games. Maybe I might do those later on, but as of now, I am entertained by books. We are currently reading The Outsiders for 8th graders, so just pick up a book and just read it. I mean, there's no harm in doing it, and you're gonna get smarter. So you have a lot of free time. I don't see what's stopping you from sitting down, picking up a book, and reading it. My 5th tip is actually to pick up or get better at a hobby. If you're interested in a hobby, for example, I like cubing, I'm going to pick up a cube and I'm going to practice for a little bit. If you have a hobby such as video gaming, well, obviously just do a little bit of your hobby every now and then. If you really like to draw, like when you're done with your work, you can draw. Getting better at a hobby or picking up a new hobby that you've always been interested in is actually really good. And after you finish your work, you should definitely pick up a new hobby. It's a way to keep yourself entertained, and it's definitely something that maybe you can learn a skill from. Okay, my next tip is to be sure to talk to people. Having a healthy social life, even in quarantine, is really important. Having a healthy social life in general is really important. So maybe give your friends a phone call or a text every now and then, just to check up on them, see if they're all good, see how they're doing. I mean, I've been doing that to some of my friends, and it's worked really well. I suggest you guys try that, actually. And it's actually quite fun. When you get into conversations with your friends, probably go on, like, play video games with them together or something. I've done that a couple times. It's really fun. So that's a perfect tip. Anyways, next tip. Stay hydrated.
Water is good for you.
My next tip for you guys is actually one that's pretty important, and that's to stay physically active. I know, your PE teachers have been telling you this for a long time, but actually it's very important. Every once in a while, go outside, maybe take a run around your block or something. I've been doing that for like the past week and a half. I've actually been getting outside of my room and just running.
Anyways, Cougars, thank you so much for watching and joining me today on my section. I hope you learned something, and I hope that you have a happy, safe, and healthy at-home quarantine experience. This has been Alec Wong with CCNN.
Thanks, Alec. That was great. Join us here Thursday for another special Thursday's Thought from our music department. This time it's from our guitar ensemble, and you won't want to miss it. It's pretty awesome. Last Friday, I was out putting up signs for our 8th graders, like many of our teachers on campus, and started talking on the broadcast about my 8th grade promotion experience and even shared a picture. I reached out to our staff, and of course, not to be outdone, Mrs. Cardona was happy to join in the fun and sent me this pic from her 8th grade promotion. The dress is awesome, but I think the hair is the most interesting choice. I'm not sure what's going on there with her eye, that she felt like she wanted to cover it up maybe. But she did want to convey how much she was excited about 8th grade promotion, and her 1st grade teacher even came and visited her on that day, which is one of her greatest memories, and I think that's how this picture was taken. For CCNN, I'm Mr. York. Remember to be respectful, be responsible, and be safe. Have a great day, Cougars, and I'll see you back here on Thursday.